Hi everyone. Okay, so this is mathematics paper 2, 2025 for July, August. Uh, okay, so this is the paper that they wrote some months ago. Okay, so we have the instructions there to the candidates. Write the center number and your answer and your examination number in the spaces provided on this page. So this is the same answer booklet that you're supposed to be using. Writing your answers. Write your examination number in the spaces provided on every page of this question paper. So this is the same question paper and it is the answer booklet that you have to use. Write your answers in the spaces provided in this question paper. So this is what we are going to be doing. Okay, so the good part of this paper, mathematics paper 2, is that they even provide the answers. I mean the formulas. So these are the formulas that you can be using in case you forget. Uh, yeah, so you have the formula under algebra, which is the quadratic equation there. We have the series of geometry. You have the series there. You have the geometric progression, trigonometry, and the statistics. Those are the formulas that you've been provided there. So in case you forget, you can just recall from the same cover page there. Okay, so let's start. The question says, answer all questions in this section. Write your answers in the spaces provided after each question. So here, this is where the examination number is supposed to be written. Then this is the space that we have to use to solve this question here. Okay, so this is section A. Section A, you have to answer all the questions. You don't choose which question to answer, but you answer all the questions. Okay, so question A1, question 1A, the question says simplify a squared b cubic over 2c times ac squared over 2b you divided by b squared c over 2a. Okay, so from this question here, the first step that you have to see, because we have two different signs there, what we do is we follow BODMAS. Here you're not supposed to write anything because this is for the examiners to use, but let me just use it. So we follow BODMAS. So we have bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So what we have multiplication and division. So brackets of division. So we start with the division first. Okay, so division, that we have to deal with division first here. Okay, so what we are going to have, we're going to have a squared. Yeah, we have to deal with division there. So first, before we deal with division, this one here, we can, because we have two b, we have a b and a b there, at least we can try to cancel something, and we have our c and c there. So we have our question as in a squared b cubic over 2c, we multiply by a c squared over 2b. Then here there's a division. There's a division there. So what do? We reciprocate this. So that division there becomes multiplication. We multiply by, so it will be 2a over b squared c. We have reciprocated this one because here BODMAS, it says that we have to start with division. Okay, so we are going to have that. Okay, from there we can cancel the b and the b here goes, the c and the c here. So here we're going to remain with one c only. Okay, so b here we're going to remain with the b squared. Okay, b squared. Then we have the 2 and the 2 there. Okay, from there, from this side, what can we cancel? We can cancel the 2 and the 2 goes, the c and this c here goes, it disappears, the c now. Okay, so we remain with the b squared here. Okay, so now we're going to multiply. So since we have a squared b squared, a squared b squared times a times a. So we have a squared times a, that's a cubic, times a, that's a raised to power 4. So we're going to have a raised to power 4 from the top. Apart from a, what else do we have? We have our b squared. We're going to remain with b squared here. Okay, then over, we have 2. Okay, so 2, we have 2. So we multiply 2 multiplied by b squared, we're going to have 2b squared. Okay, so I have 2. All right, Okay, so we have something like that. So now we have 2b squared. Then from there now we can cancel b squared and b squared goes. We remain with a raised to the power 4 over 2. So our final answer has to be a raised to the power 4 over 2. So this one becomes our final answer. Okay, so the first step that you have to do is you follow board mass. Try to reciprocate there because there's a division there. Reciprocate a division, meaning this 2 goes up when you reciprocate and the b squared c goes down. That's how we reciprocate. Okay, let's proceed to question B. Okay, so question B, this one is for geometric progression. So the question reads, for the geometric progression 60, 30, 15, dash dash dash, find the first one is the 60th term. So how do you find the 60th term? So this is the series. So have the series of numbers there which follows each other. Okay, now how do you find the missing term there? So the missing term they're talking about, it is the 60th term. So this is the GP. So how do you calculate the GP? We use this formula. Okay, under the GP, let's try to correct data here first. Okay, so under the GP, you are supposed to have the first term which is being represented as in A, um, the common ratio which is being represented as in R, and the nth term. So this is what you're going to have. Now, what is our first term there? Our first term, it is 60. That is our first term. The common ratio R, we don't know it, so R it's being calculated as in this value divided by 60 because it's going the reverse direction. So 30 has to be divided by 60, or 15 can divide it by 30. So we can have 15 you divided by 30 there. So we're going to have half, or 0.5. These are the answers. If you divide what is 15 over 30, or 15 over 30, or 30 divided by 60, we're going to have half, which is 1 over 2, or 0.5. You can write this, or you can write this. So under the geometric progression, we divide for us to find the common ratio. But under the arithmetic progression, we if for example we have 1, 2, maybe 5, 7, we subtract for us to come up with the common ratio. For us to come up with under arithmetic progression, it is not the common ratio, sorry, but it is the common difference. So we subtract for us to come up with the common difference. But for the ratio, we divide, which is under the geometric progression. Okay, so meaning our common ratio here, it's half, which is 1 over 2. So this is what we are going to use. Let me just write this so that we can have a space for solving. Okay, so now here our ratio, it is, I'll use 0.5 because it's paper 2 and we can use a calculator. Then the nth term that we've been given, it is the 60th term. So now the formula that we're going to have under the solution will be AR raised to power n minus 1. Okay, so now the first term there, it is 60, open bracket. The common ratio I use 0.5 raised to power 6 minus 1. So we're going to have what is 60. Remember board mass first, the brackets is the one which starts. So it will be 16, 0.5 raised to power 5. Remember that the 0.5 is the one which is carrying the power of 5 there. So it will be 60 first. We solve what is in the brackets. So now on the calculator, if you punch what is 0.5 raised to power 5, you're going to have here in the brackets, you're going to have 0.03125. 3125. Then you multiply this by 60. So if you multiply that by 60, you're going to have 1.875. So now this one, 1.875, this one becomes your answer. Or if you want, you can leave it as a fraction. So if you leave this one as a fraction, you're going to have 1 as a whole number, or 1 as a whole number, 7 over 5. So this one, if you take it maybe to make it an improper fraction, you can multiply what is 5 times 1, 5, plus what is 1, 7 over 8. So not 5 but 8. Okay, so now if you want to make this one as an improper fraction, you can have you can multiply what is 8 by 1, that's 8, plus 7, you're going to have 15 over 8. All these are answers you can write. You can write 1.875 or 1, 7 over 8, or 15 over 8. All these are the answers that you can write. Okay, so we go to question 2. The mean of 15 and 3.75. So now how do you calculate the mean? The geometric mean. So the geometric mean, it is let me say the number which is in between 15 and 3.75. Now, so how do you calculate the number which is in between 15 and 3.5? Okay, so GP is equals to A by the root of A times B. Okay, so here meaning we're going to have those numbers, which is 15, you multiply by what? By 3.75. 3.75. So this is the formula that you can use to find the geometric mean. The geometric mean simply means the number which is between these two numbers, 15 and 30 and 3.75. What is the number which is between 15 and 3.75? So we use this one. Okay, so now from there, what if you multiply on the calculator? If you just punch this on the calculator, that is 15 times 3.75. You are going to have 56, the root of 56. Okay, okay, so here let me just try to erase some so that you can have a space. Okay, I'll take my, okay, so here let me just write it here. Then if you multiply there, so we're going to have the root of 56.25. So this one is 56.25. The root of 56.25, we're going to have 7.5. 7.5. So 7.5 becomes your geometric mean, which is between that number which is between 15 and 3.5. Okay, since we have, let's try this one here. 60 and 15. What will be the mean of 60 and 15? We know that the answer, the number which is between 60 and 15, it's what? It is 30. 30. Okay, let's try this one. 60 and 15. If we're going to find 30, if they ask us to calculate the geometric mean of 60 and 15. So this is what we are going to do. So to be 60, you multiply by what? By 15. The answer has to be 30 because 30 is the number which is in between there. Okay. So what is 60 by 15? So if you multiply 60 by 15, you're going to have 900. Then the root of 900 is 30. So we're going to have 900 there. 900. Then the root of 900, it's going to give you what? 30. So this is how we calculate the geometric mean. It simply means the number which is between, the number which is in between. That's your mean. That's how we calculate the geometric mean. So it's nothing else but that number which is in between the two numbers. So let's proceed. Okay, we come to this question, which is question 2a. Express, we have 5 over x minus 1 minus 2 over x minus 2 as a single fraction in its simplest form. Okay, others they like from here they just put a cross multiplication. No, but we have to go step by step. Me, I don't like doing that. Okay, so we'll go step by step. So from there, these are just fractions. So if you've been given 1 over 2 minus 1 over 2, you can't just go there, you cross multiply 2 times. Yeah, you can do that, but no. So you just go step by step because the rules of algebra, it says that if you're dealing with the fractions, you have to find the common denominator from there. So the common denominator here is 2. 2 into 2, this is what we're going to be doing here as well. So what is the common denominator of x minus 1, x minus 2? We get the same thing here. So we just x minus 1 in brackets there and x minus 2 in brackets there. Okay, so x minus 1, x minus 1 goes, you remain with x minus 2. So x minus 2 multiplied by 5. So we're going to have 5 there, open bracket, x minus 2, we close, minus x minus 2 into x minus 2 goes, you're going to remain with x minus 1. So you're going to have your 2 there, open bracket, x minus 1, you close. Okay, so from there, what we do, start multiplying now. What is 5 times x? We're going to have 5x because 5, it multiplies everything in the bracket, minus 5 times 2, we're going to have a 10 there, minus what is 2 times x? We're going to have 2x, negative 2 times negative 1, we're going to have a positive 2 there, over x minus 2 Don't forget the denominators there, x minus, we have x minus 1 there. Okay, we have x minus 1 and x minus 2 here. Okay, so from there, what do we do? We collect like terms. So we're going to have 5x minus 2x minus 10 plus 2. You divide it by x minus 1, x minus 2. Okay, from there, what is 5x minus 2x? What is 5x minus 2x? 5x minus 2x, we are going to have what? 3x. What is negative 10 plus 2? We're going to have minus what? Negative 10 plus 2, we're going to have minus 8. Then we divide it by x minus 1, x minus 2. Okay, so this one becomes your final answers in the fraction in its simplest form. So 5 you have there. If you want, you can check, because this is 3 marks. You're not supposed to lose out the marks here. Okay, you can check. You can just go back. You have x minus 1, x minus 2. From there, this becomes our denominators. You divide, you remain with x minus 2. From there, your x minus 2 has to be x minus 2 you multiply with the 5 minus there. So this is what you are supposed to have. Okay, from there now, we go to question 3. Okay, question 2b, sorry, not 3, but question 2b. Okay, so from question 2b, it says find the equation of a tangent to the curve. So this is the equation. Sorry, the paper is not clear. We have y equals to x cubic minus 5x squared plus 8x minus 4. Okay, minus 4 at x equals to 1. Okay, x equals to 1. So now from there, what do we do? So we have this. So now to find the equation of the tangent, the first thing that we have to do is we have to find the gradient, which is m. So without wasting much of the time, the gradient, this one we can find it by first just differentiate this, because let's take it, we are students of calculus. So we just differentiate this. So if you differentiate that, you're going to have 3x. I think I did calculus on my YouTube channel. You can just search Peter Mobiwa. Then you're going to have calculus questions there. I uploaded most of the videos under calculus, how to differentiate and how to integrate. Okay, so if you differentiate this, so you're going to have 3x squared minus 10x plus 8. Okay, so this is the differentiate. This is the answer for if you differentiate this function. Okay, so from there now, what do we do? It says that at x equals to 1, so why there is x, we substitute with 1. So meaning our gradient is equals to, so we're going to have 3 open bracket 1 minus 10 1 plus 8. From there, our gradient equals to 3 times 1, we're going to have 3 minus 10 plus 8. Okay, so our gradient equals to, what is 3 minus 10? That's in negative 7 plus 8, which is going to give us what? Negative 1. So our gradient equals to negative, so not negative 1, but 1. Okay, so our gradient is going to give us 1. So if you subtract, what is negative 7? What is negative 7 plus 8? The answer is 1. So this one becomes our gradient. So now we have our gradient. What will be the value of y? So we go back to the original equation. We're going to have y equals to x. It says that as x is equals to negative 1. Is it x is equals to negative 1 or x is equals to 1? So from there, we start now substituting. Where there is x, we put 1. Where there is x, we put 1. Okay, so we are going to have x is 1, because here it says as x equals to 1. So to 1 cubic minus 5 open bracket 1 squared plus 8 open bracket 1 minus 4. Okay, so it to be y equals to, we have 1 cubic, that's 1 squared, that's 1 times 5. We're going to have 5 plus 8 minus 4 plus 8 minus 4 plus 8 minus 4. Okay, from there, what do we do? What is 1 minus 5? What is 1 minus 5? That's negative 4 plus 8 minus 4. Okay, minus 4. Yes, so we're going to have y equals to, so we have negative 4 plus 8. What is negative 4? What is negative 4 plus 8? We're going to have 4. Negative 4 plus 8, we're going to have, that's a 4 minus 4. We're going to have a 0 there. Okay, so we have y equals to 0. So now from there, y is equals to 0. And x, we have calculated to be 1. So we can find now the tangent of the equation. So the tangent of the equation, we're going to use this formula, y minus y1, y minus y1 equals to m open bracket x minus x1. This is the formula that we have to use. So the values y equals to, we have y minus, so we're going to have y minus our y1, we've calculated y to be 0. So y minus 0 equals our gradient, we calculated our gradient to be 1, open bracket x minus our x1, we've been given that it is 1. So it will be y minus 0, open bracket, y minus 0 equals to, I've made a mistake again. Okay, so we try by all means to avoid mistakes when it is in an exam. Okay, so we have y minus 0 equals to 1 times x, we're going to have x there. 1 times negative 1, we're going to have minus 1. So from there, we're going to have y. This one here, if the 0, if negative 0 crosses the equal sign, it still remains the same. So this one becomes the final answer. Y equals to x minus 1. So this one becomes the line, the tangent of the equation. Okay, we go to the next question, which is question 3a. So question 3a, the question reads, given that matrix P is equals to 4, 1, negative 2, and 1, find the determinant of P. So now, this is how we calculate the determinant of P. Okay, equals to, so for us to calculate the determinant of P, we have what we call the major, the minority numbers and the major numbers. So these are the major numbers, the minority numbers. So of the minority numbers and the major numbers. Okay, so from there, subtract the major numbers subtracted from the minority numbers. So multiply is 4 times the product from the major numbers subtracted from the product of the minority numbers. The product from the major numbers are 4 and 1. So what is the product of 4 and 1? So you multiply is 4 times 1. We have the 4 there, minus 1 times negative 2. We have negative 2 there. Okay, so from there, P equals to negative times negative becomes positive. What is 4 plus? So to be 4 plus 2, which is 6. So this one is our determinant. From there now, B, it says the inverse of P. So the inverse of 6, it becomes 1 over 6. Okay, then now these ones here, the numbers from the major, they swap each other. So we're going to have 1 there, and 4 down here. Okay, and 4 down there. Then this one from the minority, the gain signs, if it's negative becomes positive, if it's positive becomes negative. Now negative there, we have negative 2. So this one becomes just a 2, and the 1 becomes negative 1. Then we can multiply now from there. Okay, so meaning this one equals to 1 times half, 1 time, what is 1 over 6 times 1? We're going to have 1 over 6. 1 over 6 times 2, so 2 there, 1, 2 there, 3, so we're going to have 1 over 3. Okay, so we're going to have negative 1 over 6. Then 2 here, so this one is going to become, what is 1 over 6 times 4? It is going to become 4 over 6. So now 4 over 6, we divide the number which can go into 4 and 6, so that leaving a remainder, it's 2. So 2 here, 2. 2 into 6, 3. So we're going to have 2 over 3 here. So this one becomes your inverse. Oh. So this one becomes your inverse. Okay. So this one becomes your answer for the inverse. Okay, so we move to B. Okay, so question B, the question reads, a box contains 6 white circuit breakers and 4 black circuit breakers, all identical in appearance. A circuit breaker is selected at random from the box and not replaced. A second circuit breaker is then selected. Then find the probability that both circuit breakers selected are white. Okay, I'll repeat the question. A box contains 6 white breakers and 4 black breakers, 4 black circuit breakers, all identical in appearance. A circuit breaker is selected at random from the box and not replaced. A second circuit breaker is then selected. Find the probability that both circuit breakers selected are white. Okay, so now how do you find the probability that all circuit breakers selected are white? So let's try to write a tree diagram here. It's the one which is going to guide us. Okay, I'll just write 2. Okay, so here we have this is white and black. This is white here and black. We have white and black there. Okay, so let's try to find the total circuit breakers without considering if it's white or black. So the total we had 6 white and 4 black. So if we add the total of this, it's going to give us what is 6 plus 4, 10. So we had 10 breakers. Okay, so now the white we had 6, so to be 6 over 10. Okay, black we had 4, so to be 4 over 10. Okay, so now from there, here we have the white. So the question continues, a circuit breaker is selected at random from the box and not replaced. So it was selected from the box and not replaced. Okay, so now here, since it was selected from the box and not replaced randomly, so meaning this one here, a 6 will be reduced by, it reduced by 1. Since it was just selected from random, we don't know if it's white or black. So this one has to reduce by 1. So we're going to have 5 over. Now here, since it was not replaced, it also the total number has to do what? Has to reduce. So it will be 5 over 9. But for the black, it will maintain here. The black we only had 4. But the total number has to reduce. So it will be 4 over 9. Okay. From there, we come to this part here. We have the black. The black here now has to reduce because it was selected at random but not replaced. So we are going to have 3 over 9. Then, oh sorry, it's not the black. That's the white part. Okay, so the white part here it's going to maintain because the one which reduced, it was just the first one. Okay, so now we hear from the white part here, we're going to have 6 over what? Over 9. There, yeah. Okay, then the black is the one that has to reduce. So we're going to have 3 over what? 3 over 9. So this is what we are going to have as in the tree diagram there. So we have white, white. So white, white, white. We have 6 over 10. We multiply by 5 over 9. So white, 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 white. We have 6 over 10. We multiply by 5 over 9. That's white, white. Then of different colors, we have white, white. Okay. Then this is black, black. We're not concentrating on black, black, but of different colors. So it would be black, white. So we're going to move with black, white, black, white, black, white. Okay. So black, white. For black, white, here it's white, white, here it's white, black. White, black, we have 6 over 10. 6 over 10 we multiply by 4/9 plus, we come to this part here, we have 6/10, we multiply by, no, we multiply 6/10 multiplied by 4/9, then plus, we have 4/10 we multiply by 3 over what? 4/10 multiplied by 6/9. Yeah, 4/10 multiplied by 6/9. Okay, so this one becomes the answer for different colors. Black, white, black, white. Okay. So white, white, we have 6/10 multiplied by 5/9. So if you multiply, that is 6/10 multiplied by 5/9. 6/10 multiplied by 5/9. We are going to have, that is 2 there, 2. 2 there, that's 2. 2 here, 5. Okay. Oh, 2 there, that's 3. 2 into 6, it's 3. Sorry. 2 into 6, it's 3. Then 2 into 5, 2 into 10, it's 5. So 3 there, 1. 3 there, 3. Okay. 5 there, 1. 5 there, 1. Okay, so to be 1 times 1, we're going to have 1 over 1 times 3, we're going to have 3. So this one becomes your answer for white. So white here, we're going to have 1/3 as your answer. Then now of different colors, we come to this one here. We have 6/10. So 6/10, which is 6/10. So 2, you are going to have 3 over what? 2 there, that's 3. 2 here, 3/5. We multiply by 4/9. Okay, so 3 here, 1. 3 here, 3. So the multiplication there has to be 1/5. We multiply by 4/3. Okay, we have that plus. We have to do the same thing here. So 4 here, 2 here, 2. 2 here, 5. So we're going to have 2/5. We multiply by, we have 6/9. So meaning 3 here, 3 here, 2. 3 there, 3. So we're going to have 2/3. Okay, so plus that. So you have 2/5. We multiply by 2/3. Okay, so now from there, what is 1 times 4? We have a 4 there, over 5 times 3. We have 15. Okay, let me just try to write it here. So we're going to have 4/15, then plus 2 times 2, that's a 4, over 5 times 3, that's 15. Okay, 2 times 2, that's 4. That is 2 times 3, that's 15. So what is there? From there, we can come up with, the denominator, which is 15. 15 to 15, 1 times 4, 4. 15 to 15, 1 times 4, 4. 4 plus 4, 8. So we're going to have 8/15. So this one becomes our final answer for the probability. So we're going to have 8/15. We're going to have 8/15 there. So here, the answer has to be 8/15. So this is the probability of different colors, which is black and white. The probability of the same color white, it was 1/3. So that's how we solve that. Okay, so let's move. We come to this question 4a. Solve the equation. We have 2x squared equals to 7, equals to 7, 10x, okay, equals to 7. So we have 10x there. That's wrong. Okay, so we have 2x equals to 7 minus 10x. Okay, so giving your answers correct to 2 decimal places, correct to 2 decimal places. So this is the equation that you've been given. So if you just look at this equation, meaning we have the square there. So let's try to arrange it nicely. We have 2x squared plus 10x plus 10x. So 2x squared plus 10x minus 7 equals to 0. So I just want to make it look in this form: ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so that we can use a quadratic equation from there. So now we have this. So meaning this one becomes our a, this one becomes our b, this one becomes our c. So meaning quadratic equation, we're going to have x equals to negative b positive or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. From there, we can substitute x equals to what is our b? Our b is positive 10. So we're going to have minus 10, positive or minus, then the root. What is our b? That's 10 squared minus 4, open bracket. What is our a? That's 2. What is our c? That's negative 7. From there, everything over 2a. What is our a? That's 2 there. Okay, so from there, it would be x equals to negative 10, positive or minus the root. 10 squared, that's 100. 10 squared, that's 100 minus, if you multiply, what is 4 times 2 times 7? 4 times 2 times negative 7, we're going to have negative 56. Negative 56 there over 2a. Oh, 2 times 2, that's 4. So we're going to have a 4 there. Okay, so we have 4 down there. So it will be x equals to negative 10, positive or minus. So now here 100. So of negative times negative becomes a positive. So we're going to have the root of so negative times negative becomes a positive. So 100 plus 56, we're going to have 156 here over 4. So meaning x equals to negative 10 there, positive or minus the root of 156. The root of 156, we're going to have 12. The question says to 2 decimal places. So we're going to have 12.45. 12.45. You divided by what? By 4. Okay. You divided by 4. So from there, you can have x equals to negative 10 plus 12.45 over 4, or negative 10 minus 12.45 over 4. So meaning x equals to, that one we can just do it direct there. What is negative 10 plus 12.45? You divide it by 4. We're going to have negative 1.8. The question says to 2 decimal places, 89, or what is negative 10 minus 12.45? Then you divide it by 4, or negative 5.61. Okay, so these are the two answers for a quadratic equation. Okay, so from there, let's proceed to this here. Question 4. At Kamulima farming community, 33 farmers planted sorghum, 25 planted groundnuts, 38 planted maize, 15 planted both sorghum and groundnuts, 14 planted both sorghum and maize, 13 planted both groundnuts and maize, and 6 farmers planted all the 3 types of crops. Illustrate this information on a Venn diagram. Okay, so let's try to correct of what we've been given here. At Kamlima farming community 33, we have 33 planted what? 33 planted sorghum. This is sorghum. 25 planted groundnuts. Okay. 38 planted maize. 38 planted maize. Okay. Then 15 planted both sorghum and maize. 15 planted both sorghum and maize. 15 planted both sorghum and groundnuts. Sorry, sorghum and groundnuts. Sorghum and groundnuts. Okay. So it says that 15 planted both sorghum and groundnuts. Sorghum and groundnuts, 15 there. 14 planted both sorghum and maize, 14. Sorghum and maize. 14 planted both 14 planted both sorghum and maize, 13 planted both sorghum I mean both groundnuts and maize, that was 13. Planted both groundnuts and maize, groundnuts and maize, that was 13. Then 6, that's for the 3. Okay, so now how do you present this information on a Venn diagram? So let's try to draw a Venn diagram here. This is our Venn diagram. So this is the universal set there. So we're supposed to come up with 3 sets. Okay, so we have sorghum, maize, and groundnuts. Okay, sorghum, groundnuts, and maize. Okay, so let's try it. Sorghum, groundnuts, and maize. Sorghum, groundnuts, and maize. Okay, so sorghum, it was, we had 33. So now let's try to write what is those farmers who planted all the 3 crops. Okay, let me just use a different pen. Okay, let me just try to write it nicely here. So writing, okay, then I'll use a different pen. Let me pick this one. So for the whole 3 we had 6. That was the intersection there, 6. Now from 6 we had 6. The ones who planted sorghum and maize, we'll start from the bottom there going up. We had 6. Then the one who planted this one, 13, it was groundnut and maize. Groundnut and maize, it was 13. Groundnuts and maize, groundnuts and maize, it was 13. So we subtract 36 from 13. I mean, we subtract 13 minus 6. What is 13 minus 6? We're going to have 7. So groundnuts here, 7 on the groundnuts and maize, there were 7. We subtract everything by the intersection of 6 there. Okay, so because 6 planted all. So from there, then in sorghum and maize, there were 13. So what is sorghum and maize? Oh, groundnut and maize, there were 13. Groundnut and maize, there were 13. Then 13 minus 6, we have 7 there. Then in sorghum and maize, there were 14. Sorghum and maize, there were 14. So what is it? 14 minus 6. Okay, 14 minus 6, they are going to have 8. So 8 comes here. From there, sorghum and groundnuts, we had 15. Now if you subtract what is 15 minus 6, we're going to have a 9 there. So 9 comes here. Okay, then from there now, maize we had 38. So how do you find people who just grow maize only? So this is maize only. This is for sorghum and maize. This one is groundnut and maize. This one is for sorghum and groundnut. So we add 8 plus 6 plus 7. Then we subtract from the total of 38 there. We'll find the people who want to grow maize only. So if you add what is 8 plus 6 plus 7, we're going to have 21. 21 minus 38. 21 minus 38, we're going to have 17. So here it was 17 only. Okay, so come to groundnuts. Groundnuts, it was 25. So 9 plus 6 plus 7 minus 25. 9 plus 6 plus 7, 22 minus 25, we're going to have a 3. So here we have 3. Okay, so we'll come to sorghum. Sorghum, it will be 9 plus 6 plus 8. 23 minus 33, we're going to have a 10 there. So this is the information that has to be illustrated on the Venn diagram. So just you writing this, you get your 2 marks there. Then we'll come to this question: how many farmers were in this community altogether? So you add 10. You add 10 plus 9 plus 6 plus 8 plus 3 plus 7 plus 17. which has to give you, if you add, that is 10. What is 10 plus 9 plus 6 plus 8 plus 3 plus 7 plus 17? You're going to have 60. So these were the people who are in, the farmers who are in the community. So planted one type of crop only. So one type of crop only of 10, 17, and 3. 10 planted sorghum only, 3 planted groundnuts only, and 17 maize only. So we're going to have 10 plus 3 plus 17.